What's going on, everybody? I'm Roman. I'm the founder here at Ours.
And I'm Ram. I'm the lead designer here at Ours.
And we're back again to do another segment of Behind the Collection where we are going to break down the fall-winter season. The big thing this season was we just wanted to do everything better, whether it was the product, the marketing, the execution of everything. We wanted to come to the table with something that our audience hasn't seen before or you guys haven't seen before. And I think we've put out some of our best work to date. What about you?
Yeah, I think from the product side, I'm really excited about Signature and the rebrand that we have showcasing. And then in terms of the blanks, we have some of the best colors that we've released in a while. So excited to show you guys what we have.
I guess to recap for everybody on how we launch product or collections, every season we drop products into 4 distinctive collections: the blanks, the signature, the accessories, and the graphics. Blanks are meant to be your foundational wardrobe pieces that you throw on every day. The signature pieces are meant to elevate those blanks, be more bolder, louder statement pieces. The accessories on that same note are meant to accent your blanks and have, seasonal graphics of things that we're inspired by. And finally, the accessories is what ties everything together and completes the look. When we think about the signature collection, we've just been dabbling into statement pieces here and there, but we haven't really fully flexed our creativity and what we can kind of do. And this season, we really wanted to change that. We wanted to drop products that you wouldn't necessarily see from us before. And that's why we felt that it was time to kind of give this collection its own identity.
Yeah, you're right. It was only right that we gave Signature its own identity. So from a new word mark, a new logo, new hang tags, we just wanted to really give it its own space to shine. And that's kind of what we did for Signature. I think this is the first time where we're combining core and vintage into one big collection. We really tightened the number of styles that we're doing. We were really careful in selecting the colors, and we're really happy with how everything kind of turned out.
Yeah, I think we learned from the spring-summer season this year where we launched 6 new colorways. Some were misses, to be honest. I think we just have always been in that same cadence of launching 3 new core colors, 3 new vintage colors, and thinking that's what people really want. But when you've released so many colors over the years, it's tough to kind of keep going back in the bag and finding new colors to drop. So this time we wanted to be more intentional with the colors. And I think for core, where the garments are a little bit more structured, it's easier to find colors and they're more vibrant. Whereas vintage, it's all faded colorways. So it's not as easy. And we just thought, hey, let's just do 3 really strong core colorways. And then the vintage forest green is something everybody's been asking for. So we obviously kind of looped that into it. It's also it might kind of look different than how we've done it in the past, where you guys are seeing the rollout. In the past, we would roll it out as 2 different collections. Now we're rolling into 1 blanks. So that's a little bit different this season as well. But I would say the teal is probably my favorite colorway. What do you think?
Well, for me, I'm all about versatility. So I love the ash color, something you can wear with a lot of different things. But I do like the loud statement colors that we kind of have, like the dusk and the teal. They accent the neutrals really well as well.
We tightened the assortment of products a lot more for blanks in the new colorways. In the past, we used to take all the different silhouettes that we had and release it in the colorways that we were releasing, but it didn't necessarily make sense because most of the time people are not searching for that wide arrangement of products. They're generally looking for 1 or 2 pieces that are really popular in the blanks collection. So, we did obviously the baggy sweatpants, which everyone knows and loves, the drop shoulder hoodie, which has been a staple since our inception. And we kind of rounded it out with some of the other best sellers that we have in that collection. And I think as there's demand for it, if people say yo, I want an ash crew neck, then we can obviously do that. But out of the gate, I think we only have 6 silhouettes in the core colorways.
Yeah. Well, actually, one of the styles that we're introducing in new colorways for the first time is the baggy jogger. We originally only had it in gray and black.
That's true.
So we brought it out in the new core colors. I mean, I like that silhouette a lot compared to the baggy sweatpant. It's a little more classic in its structure. It's cinched at the ankle. You're kind of stepping on it as you walk around. So for me, I kind of like that.
The baggy sweatpants are great, but the heel drag is a huge issue sometimes. But we kind of threw out another video to give you tips on how to work around that. But yeah, I definitely think the baggy jogger is a good look. The reason we went with Iceland started because of the campaign overall idea that we had. I'm sure you guys watched the video by now. If you didn't, please go check it out. We put a lot of effort into it, but the whole campaign, the title was Some Pieces Take You Further. And from inception, like the idea for that video was big. Like I think it could only be shot in somewhere like Iceland. The concept was that, you take these pieces, you put them on, and you get transported into these otherworldly places. I had been to Iceland once, 6-7 years ago. And when we were thinking of locations where we can shoot it, that came to mind because I'm like, there's a lot of otherworldly places that, can really capture the essence of what we're trying to get with this campaign idea. And you guys know, like, we always try to go into a different location for our shoots. We try to, change it up and go to different landscapes and all that. So I think Iceland was just fitting for the campaign idea that we had.
Yeah, and I think another reason why we liked Iceland a lot was because of all the different terrains, all the different types of scenery, even all the type of different weathers you can get there. It's like 4 seasons all at once. And it was cool to kind of showcase our collections being worn in all those different types of atmospheres.
Yeah, it makes sense. We're doing outerwear and stuff like that. So being in Iceland, like being able to wear the outerwear there really made sense for fall, winter. But it wasn't without its hiccups. I would say it was a really tough place to shoot and get everyone to. I would say we went with a pretty big team because this campaign was no small production. So getting everyone there, traveling. The good thing was there was 20 hours of daylight, but that was also a bad thing because we were just not sleeping. We were just shooting all day long. And I'm sure you heard about the stories. Ram, obviously, well, not obviously, but he couldn't make it there with us. But,
you heard all the stories, and it's quite the adventure that you guys kind of had.
Yeah, we lost the SD cards at some point, which, I was going to go crazy because we went there, we shot this video, and then last minute, one of the assistant cameramans from Iceland lost the SD card. Luckily, we found it. That's going to come out in a vlog I think we're dropping soon, or might have dropped already. So be on the lookout for that.
I think out of everything we've kind of released, I like the raw denim, also known as the salvage denim. It's a fabric that was kind of difficult to kind of source. We had to go through a lot of sampling, a lot of testing to see how the garment kind of wore over time.
Those initial samples were not that great. You know what I mean?
I know. We almost gave up on it, but we continued to kind of push forward, and it came out really cool.
I think with the raw denim, the silhouette is so exaggerated, so it's cool. When we're doing the regular baggy denim, because it's a washed fabric, it drapes more, but the raw denim is so structured, so you get that very exaggerated type of silhouette that everybody's super into right now. But for me personally, I would say the workwear has to be my favorite product or products that we've released. It's just, I think we gave a different spin to something that every brand is releasing. I see a lot of brands just kind of releasing similar types of workwear. We tried to do things a little bit differently where we still give you the silhouette that everybody really likes when it comes to workwear, but we changed it up in small ways that might not be apparent. We did contrast stitching, which kind of gives it a different dimension. We added really subtle branding with the metal clip tags, and then there's the deboss,
the deboss on the
the
back
deboss logo on the back, which is a logo that's kind of imprinted onto the fabric, so it's not something that's going to wash away. It's going to stay there forever. And I think the workwear is something I noticed that as I've started wearing it, it's starting to build more character and look better and better over time. So I would say for those reasons, it's something that just ages as you wear it, and those types of products are my favorite in general. Similar to our vintage line.
I think I'm most proud of, honestly, of the rebrand for Signature. I think we can finally kind of have Signature under its own umbrella, have its own identity, and really showcase it as its own entity. So I'm really excited about and really proud that we were able to accomplish that.
For me, I'm just most proud that we were able to elevate from a place where a lot of people already thought we were doing good. But for spring, summer, I kind of walked away from that collection thinking hey, we could have delivered something a lot better. I think we just kind of reached into the same bag for spring, summer and didn't really change things up or, look to ourselves to improve as much as we could. So I'm most proud that once we dropped that collection, we all kind of internally reflected and we're this is definitely not our best work and we can do better. And that was just organization wide. So it wasn't just like product, it was the marketing, it was the content, and a lot of work went in after we dropped that collection to revamp all aspects. We're dropping some of the best content we've ever dropped. It's a lot more relatable to the audience that we do have. We're testing a whole bunch of different content pieces. We have a whole content creator team. So yeah, definitely proud of that type of growth that really might not be reflected in the product right away, but it is a huge, huge moment for the brand right now to, be where we're at. We got some pretty cool things in the works for Black Friday. I'll leave product to you to tease on, but in terms of like the campaign, one thing that we've been toying around with the idea is that like the storytelling we're doing with these campaigns, we want them to have continuity as we go from season to season. So last Black Friday, if you guys remember, for those of you that have been shopping with us for that long, we did this whole campaign in New York that was focused on like 3 different storylines of people like showcasing their hustle. Like there's a guy playing like winning money on dice, there's a girl working in a bodega, and another guy breakdancing for cash. We kind of want to do a sequel to that, but in a completely different light. So that's all I'm going to kind of touch on with that. And I guess for those of you that are, deeper fans of the brand and you're even watching something like this, just be on the lookout for little Easter eggs where we give nods to previous collections and previous campaigns and our new ones.
And I think just about the collection for Black Friday, we wanted to create something really tight-knit, but we also wanted to touch upon each of the collections that we have as a brand. So we have a little something for signature, something for blank, something for graphics, something for accessories. And with all of these different collections, we wanted to release products that were a lot more statement pieces, something that, you're kind of excited, you're kind of waiting all year for.
I'm wearing one of them right now,
is wearing
so
one of, like,
you'll
the
see this
star pieces.
Leather jacket.
Leather cowhide jacket. Probably the most premium thing that we've probably ever created. Like, most expensive for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely the most expensive product that we've ever created, and we're dropping it during Black Friday, where it's going to be on sale right away. So you guys better pick it up because it'll be a steal. But we're not making too many of them. We're making like a very limited run. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing with the products. Yeah, I think we've kind of looked at all our different product pillars and selected some like top few ones. We'll be obviously doing a huge, massive restock of all the best sellers, so you can expect that. Yeah, every year, obviously, the gold members, the newly introduced platinum tier this year, will get a one-of-a-kind present that we never release online. So we've designed something already. I don't want to give away too much, but for those of you in the gold and platinum tier, you'll be receiving that one-of-a-kind gift around Christmas time, around there.
Holiday season.
Yeah, holiday season. So yeah, that's definitely in the works and will always be a part of like the brand. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in and going behind the collection with us on Fall Winter 25. I hope you guys got some good insights on the products that we released and what kind of goes into making these collections for you guys. Thank you to my co-host. Thanks for doing this again, Ram. And yeah, we hope to see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, we appreciate all the support all year, and we're excited to showcase everything we have to finish off the year.